Class 4 over the 1200 metres is our second race, and we've got 5 on debut, including Gold Tack, who is number 3. But United We Stand gets into the field to here with the scratching of good runner. Brave Dreams is a course and distance winner. Gold Tack, HEROICON, Holy Power has the blinkers crossover noseband on. Huge Win, another of the debutantes. Mark 10 went bush into the first turn last start, took a few with him in the race behind Untold Riches. Superwise Dragon is another newcomer, a son of Snitzel, who came through the ISG sale. Rainbow, Ha Ha at heart, Easy Snip and Master of Luck down on a rating of 43. Bit of caution here, Nick, maybe with the speed in terms of the first starters, but we know one horse is pretty reliable, and that is United We Stand.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, he went very quick, didn't he, last time out? Made every yard, albeit just, and he gets into the field here. So expect him to lead and go forward. Some of the newcomers could be of interest. Huge Win, who's a decent size horse as well. There's actually 3 newcomers in here, over £1,200. He's shown a bit of pace, and Holy Power's another one who has shown a decent bit of pace in his trials. But it's an interesting one, Paul.
Yeah, I think the race is going to put United We Stand coming into the race, put speed into the race, because it was a little bit wishy-washy before that where the pace was going to come from. But now we've got a confirmed a pacemaker in there. He should lead, and Brave Dreams, I think, will go back from his draw.
Okay, that is the speed. So we can hear from Jamie Richards. He's got one of the newcomers in this race, and it is Holy Power, who trialled half a dozen times in New Zealand. Jamie spoke with Nick on Friday morning.
Jamie, Holy Power is a newcomer for you in race number 2. Obviously, it's absolutely littered with newcomers. His recent trial with the blinkers on looked pretty good at Happy Valley.
Yeah, he seems to be coming along okay. He's a horse that arrived from New Zealand. He's by a stallion called Power, who's sort of shown that he can, leave a horse that goes okay here in Hong Kong. So I think he's a horse that will probably find the 1200 a little bit short of his best distance in time, but it's a nice place to kick him off, and he's drawn a nice low gate, and hopefully he can have a nice experience.
Just on his trials here for you, Jamie, I think he's had 4 all up. You've tried varying pieces of headgear on. Was that just a case of process of elimination to find out what perhaps works for him?
He's a horse that can overthink things a little bit in the morning, get up on his toes a little bit, and we will play around with things. Blinkers just to try and enhance his focus a little bit. But yeah, he seems to be coming along okay, but whatever he does on Sunday, he'll improve with.
For those that might not be too sort of au fait with the New Zealand trials form, how sort of strong or not so strong perhaps were his New Zealand trials in your opinion?
His trials were only okay at home. He didn't jump out of the ground like some of the other horses that have arrived up here, but you've got to treat them all as individuals, and some horses get here and acclimatise better and settle in better than others, and then their performance can change. So his trials in New Zealand were only okay, but his trials here have been quite encouraging. But yeah, we'll just sort of take him as we find him. He probably hasn't got the speed of some of the other horses that are debuting, but hopefully with a bit of time, maybe the all-weather, maybe Happy Valley, he's got a few things going for him.
Yeah, ready to do himself justice, you think, for his first day out?
Well, he's drawn a nice low gate, so he's going to get his chance, isn't he? But he could be a horse that is looking for a little bit further. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
Jamie giving us the rundown there on the 4-year-old son of Power, Holy Power. We can move on from him and have a look here at United We Stand, who gets into this race. Nick was a tearaway leader, and in the end, they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Angus had a bus to catch or what it was, but yeah, he went very, very quick, and he's managed to hold on. So, look, it was a daring ride, and it paid off. He's got a bit more weight to carry this time around, Paul, but with some of these newcomers in the race, or a lot of newcomers, he might just get his own way in front again. Yeah,
well, look, I've included him definitely, because he is going to be the leader in the race, and he just managed to hang on there, didn't he? So a nice win from that.
Yep, the Golden Bull was trying to chase him down. Now we can look at HEROICON now. He's another one of the newcomers here, and he's a son of Rip Van Winkle, trialled in New Zealand prior to arriving, Paul. He also trialled up behind Nordic Dragon, who was an impressive debut winner.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Look, he's trialled well. He did win on the synthetic in New Zealand in one of his trials, and this his trials, all-weather trials, have been good as well. So he may be one for the all-weather. But in saying that, I haven't minded his turf trials as well, and I thought he hit the line easy here in this trial.
Yeah, it was a really nice trial actually. I was quite taken by. He's actually from the same family as Glorious Lad, who was quite a decent horse. So he's got a good pedigree and he's trialled nicely.
£1,233, a huge win. Now this horse here is up on the pace in this trial. He looks like he's got good enough gate speed to nick. He was actually passed in at 4 different auctions before ending up with Stuart Kendrick and winning a trial at Doomben.
Yeah, look, he's had an interesting past already, hasn't he, in that regard? But look, his trials have been okay. Zach Purton's ridden him in all of them. So Zach riding for Frankie Law, 50% in the top 4 this season, Paul. So certainly worth taking note of the combination.
Yeah, big boy, isn't he? £1,260. I've included him on a minor line. He's had the 4 trials, and Zach is sticking with him.
Yep, it has looked pretty good in those trials as well. Huge win. Early favourite, Paul, Brave Dreams, the horse with some form on the board. Have you got him in?
Yeah, I've got him in for second. I'm going to go with one of the first udders, that HEROICON. I did like his trials coming into this race. Look, I think if he doesn't win here and runs well, keep an eye on him if they put him on the all-weather as well, being by Rip Van Winkle. Brave Dreams in there for second, huge win. Another first starter for third, and United We Stand, the pacemaker, 4, 2, 6 and 1.
Yeah, I've gone the 4 as well here. Really liked the way he's prepared for this race, and well, his trainer Manfred Mann certainly knows what it takes to introduce a newcomer first up and go very well. So we'll put him on top, even though he's got a wide draw. Have liked what he's done. Brave Dreams in for second. Now that form's working out quite well because Mighty Strides won again, and Super Sunny Singh was second in that race last time. He's come out and won, so his form looking very strong of those that have raced. Huge win for all the points that Paul made there. Look, he's certainly one that you could put it on a minor line. He's a big horse, so much come on for it. And the 12, Master of Luck, down at the bottom. I didn't think he was the worst last time, actually. Kept on fairly enough behind Morado, so I'd want to put him in with a lighter weight. 4, 2, 6 and 12.
He's come up the early favourite in betting, has Brave Dreams. He's 3.5 for race number 2.